Om Namah Shivaya Shankar Mahadeva Om Namah Shivaya Shankar Mahadeva Om Namah Shivaya Shankar Mahadeva
Namaste, Sitaram. A pleasant good morning. Welcome to Rudraaya. I'm your host, Nisha Sharma. And of course, Rudraaya is being brought to you with the kind compliments of Maharujadev Mandir. And the Mandir is located at 850 Tapscott Road, Unit 34 in Scarborough, with Tapscott and McNichol being our closest intersection. So I hope you are having a wonderful, a good start to your Saturday morning with of course, joining us this morning. It's definitely a sign of a good start for you for the day. And just a reminder that we're celebrating Shivratri on February 28th. So if you'd like to attend service, it's a 7 to 9 session. Please let us know because we would love to see you on that auspicious night of Shivratri. So for now, we'll join our spiritual leader, Pandit Ravi Sharma, for our pravachan. Enjoy.
Guru Charanana Mana Bhayo Re Guru Charanana Mana Bhayo Guru Charanana Mana Bhayo Re Guru Charanana Mana Bhayo ना जाओ गंगा जमुना न जाओ ना जाओ गंगा जमुना न जाओ मन ही मनान हवायो रे गुरु चरणन मन भायो गुरु चरणन मन भायो रे घटी में गंगा घटही में जमुना घटही में गंगा घटही में जमुना घटही घट समायो रे गुरु चरणन मन भायो गुरु चरणन मन भायो रे गुरु चरणन मन भायो ना जाओ गोकुल ना जाओ मथुरा ना जाओ गोकुल ना जाओ मथुरा घट ही दर्शन वायु रे गुरु चरणन मन भायो गुरु चरणन मन भायो रे गुरु चरणन मन भायो एक ब्रह्मणाना घट व्यापे एक ब्रह्मणाना घट व्यापे सतगुरु ज्योत जगावो रे गुरु चरणन मन भायो गुरु चरणन मन भायो रे गुरु चरणन मन भायो गुरु चरणन मन भायो रे गुरु चरणन मन भायो गुरु चरणन मन भायो.
Dear devotees, let me take this opportunity to say a special thank you for those of you who have tuned in to us via this day. In today's society, we've been told of the power of prayer. What constitutes a prayer? Does a prayer always have to have a purpose? A prayer is centered on a self-conscious and self-judging person relating to an altar. The mode employed by the person praying is never the same. It differs from person to person. Even for a given person, it differs time to time. Prayer also can be a simple, mental, or oral chant, or a strict, elaborate ritual. Now, prayer can be three different forms of karma, action in prayer: physical, kaika, oral, vachik, and mental, manas. Performing a ritual is a physical form of prayer. Singing the praises of the Lord through the medium of bhajans, through the mediums of kirtan, is an oral form of prayer, while chanting a mantra, Om Shambhu Mahesha Karunamaya Shulapane Sthano Girish Girijesha Mahesha Shambhu Bhutesha Bhit Abhaya Sudana Mamanatam Sansar Dukkahana Jagadisha Rakshaha. So while chanting mantra like these, silently or loud, is but a mental form of prayer. Prayer should always have a purpose. Just as how any action that we do commit to, you pray because you want something, is it not? Without an object of desire, there is no prayer. You may want something specific, or you may want clarity of the mind, antakarana shuddhi. You may also pray towards the Lord to be pleased with your prayer, because you want to be in His good books. You want Him to glance, and may His favorable glance be bestowed upon us. He seems to cast His blessings on others all the time. You may think, why shouldn't the Lord cast His favorable glance ever so often along my way? But when we put ourselves in the equation, something happens. Either He seems to blink His eyes and turn away from us at times, or rather, we believe that Paramatma closes His eyes altogether in favor of us. Further, it looks as though you cannot pray for another person. Do you believe that when we pray for another person, they benefit? Well, those scriptures are replete with this. How many of us we have called the various pundits, sadhus, and others, and we have all asked that what type of puja can we perform, what type of prayer can we perform. The person is a non-believer. The person seems to be going through more tragedies than anything. Further, it is indicated by some. So does it work? It is indicated by some that you cannot eat for another individual and the other person can be fulfilled. The prayer is an action. It is not like eating. It is more like bathing. And not only do you bathe, but you also bathe your child to cleanse him or her. Thus you can pray to achieve something either for yourself or for someone else. Yet when you pray for another person, it is still your prayer. Is it not?
Guru Mata Pita Guru Bandhu Sakha Guru Matra Pita Guru Bandhu Sakha Tere Charanon mein Swami mere ko.
My dear viewers, I hope you've enjoyed this morning's pravachan, and if you've enjoyed this morning's pravachan, we do have a treat for you on that auspicious night of Shivratri. So right here at the Mandir, we'll be celebrating Shivratri on Monday, February the 28th from 7 to 9 p.m. Due to the COVID restrictions, we are having a short but powerful service. So please feel free to join us. And if you plan to attend, please let us know because again, it's by reservation only because of the limited number of devotees that we can accommodate during this COVID time. So please let us know. And of course, you are going to be in for a treat because we are planning a very powerful night for Shivratri. Without further ado, we'll get straight into our youth corner. We're introducing a new segment as of today from Rudraaya, from this week onwards. The youth segment. So we'd like to introduce to you one of our youths from Maha Rudraaya Mandir. Enjoy.
There is no clan, no physical beauty or strength, no education, no wealth, nor relatives. Those whom you serve also look at you with hatred. There is no ray of hope in life. Even wild fruits are scarce to eat. Only a torn cloth is there to wear. There is no place to live. Father had expelled out of the house in childhood. Still, don't lose courage. Don't lose the balance of wisdom. Don't complain. Don't cry and don't rebel. Don't descend on violence, but accept the situation happily. Consider it Bhagwan's grace. Consider it luck. It is good that the mess of the world has been missed. Now I will chant the name with happiness and achieve the goal. One such fine example is Shabri, patience. Sabra is Sabri. She is Shabri. We will continue next week. Sitaram.
तुम हमारे थे प्रभु जी तुम हमारे हो तुम हमारे हो रहोगे ओ मेरे प्रियतम तुम हमारे थे प्रभु जी तुम हमारे हो तुम हमारे हो रहोगे ओ मेरे प्रियतम तुम्हें चोर सुन नंद दुलारे कोई न मीत हमारो किसके दुआरे जाए पुकारो और न कोई सहारो अब तो आके वह पकड़ लो ओ मेरे प्रियतम तुम हमारे थे प्रभु जी तुम हमारे हो तुम हमारे हो रहेंगे प्रभु जी हम तुम्हारे हो, तुम हमारे हो रहोगे, ओ मेरे प्रियतम। तुम हमारे थे प्रभु जी, तुम हमारे हो, तुम हमारे हो रहोगे, ओ मेरे प्रियतम, ओ मेरे प्रियतम, ओ मेरे प्रियतम।
My dear viewers, I hope you've enjoyed our first segment of the youth segment of Rudraaya. And of course, this is the work that we are doing here at Maharudraaya Mandir to ensure that our great dharma can be, carried through for the future years by our youths. We'll get straight into a corporate segment with Kamalji from Lotus Funeral Home.
Sitaram and Namaste. My name is Kamal Bardwaj, and I'm the owner of Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center in Toronto and Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium in Kitchener. I'm also a licensed funeral director. As the government continues to monitor the rise in COVID cases, new restrictions have been put in place regarding the funeral industry. As of now, the maximum number of people allowed to attend a funeral at a time is 10. This number would include all family and friends, but not any staff member of a funeral home. It's not part of the 10. There can still be a rotation of people to allow more people to come in. We recommend a family prepare the attendance list in advance for all the attendees. Every time a group leaves during a viewing or a service, the building must be sanitized so it is safe for the next group. At Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center and Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium, we operate 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Our crematorium is located in our building, so we never have to leave our building in cold or bad weather for a cremation. Our crematorium space can have a large group of people to attend the witnessing of the cremation as well. For Hindu families, we can provide all the puja items, including fresh leaves and a havan kund. We have large halls that can accommodate large seating to smaller ones. We are centrally located for families in the west and families from the east. For more information, please contact me from the telephone number on the screen. Thank you for watching, and see you next week on Rudraaya. Sitaram. Sitaram and Namaste. My name is Kamal Bardwaj, and I'm the owner of Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center in Toronto and Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium in Kitchener. I'm also a licensed funeral director. The COVID-19 virus has changed the world in so many ways. When someone has passed away from COVID, people get afraid and concerned about their own safety and the safety of their family, especially if they have been in contact with a person who has died from COVID. If your family member has died from COVID and you were in contact with them, public health requires you to isolate for 14 days before you're allowed to go out. The challenge is trying to plan a funeral and attending if you are isolating. Many families are now delaying the funeral until their own isolations are over. Funeral arrangements can be made virtually with WhatsApp video or FaceTime with a funeral director at Lotus, as well as documents can be emailed for signatures. At Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center and at Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium, we operate 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Our crematorium is located in our building, so we never have to leave our building in cold or bad weather for a cremation. Our crematorium space can have a large group of people to attend the witnessing of the cremation as well. For Hindu families, we can provide all the puja items, including fresh leaves and a havan kund. We have large halls that can accommodate large seating to smaller ones. We are centrally located for families in the west and families from the east. For more information, please contact me from the telephone number on the screen. Thank you for watching, and see you next week on Rudraaya. Sitaram.
Life is beautiful, but death is inevitable. I realized this when my dad passed away. So much pain, and amidst all this, the worry of arranging a funeral. Thankfully, in all this, Kamal stood by me. From the viewing to the cremation, he arranged it all at one location. Once someone is gone, they don't come back. But Lotus Funeral Home knows how to give them a respectable farewell.
Lotus Funeral Home. Life must be celebrated.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om
My dear viewers, we've come to the end of another segment of Rudraaya, and I know we are almost at the end of February as well, and there were many New Year resolutions that have been made, I'm sure, by you and by me, by everyone. And one of those New Year resolutions, I'm sure, was to remember the Lord, to at least visit the mandir, perhaps maybe once a month, because please remember, as we are taking care of our health, which is our physical body, we also need to take care of our spiritual soul, our mind. And so it is important to keep connecting with the Lord, to keep remembering the Lord, so that you are able to also nourish your spiritual soul. So please, if you are able to join us for one of our services on Sunday mornings, the mandir is open from 10 to 11:30 every Sunday morning. Please feel free to join us. We would love to see you. So we'd like to thank our kind sponsors at Maharujadip Mandir, as well as our executive producer, Gary Khan, for making Rudraaya possible. And until we meet again next week, stay safe, be blessed. Namaste.
गोविंद कथा सुनाने वाले तुंगोला को प्रणाम, तुमको मेरा प्रणाम। हर की कथा सुनाने वाले, गोविंद कथा सुनाने वाले तुंगोला को प्रणाम, तुमको मेरा प्रणाम। हम भूल रहे थे वन में, भल को बैठे थे ही तन में। हम भूल रहे थे वन में, भल को बैठे थे ही तन में। प्रभु राह बनाने वाले, यह राज बनाने वाले तुंगोला को प्रणाम, तुंगोला को प्रणाम। हर की कथा सुनाने वाले, गोविंद कथा सुनाने वाले तुंगोला को प्रणाम, तुंगोला पतित और अभिमानी। तुम गद गद अंतर्यामी, हम पतित और अभिमानी। प्रभु दर्श कराने वाले, हरि का दर्श कराने वाले, तुमको लाखों प्रणाम, तुमको मेरा प्रणाम। हरि की कथा सुनाने वाले गोविंद, कथा सुनाने वाले, तुमको लाखों प्रणाम, तुमको लाखों प्रणाम। लेकर विषयों का प्याला जा रहे थे यम के घाला। लेकर विषयों का प्याला जा रहे थे यम के घाला। अमृत पान कराने वाले, प्रभु सुधा पिलाने वाले, तुमको लाखों प्रणाम, तुमको मेरा प्रणाम। हरि की कथा सुनाने वाले, गोविंद कथा सुनाने वाले, तुमको लाखों प्रणाम, तुमको मेरा प्रणाम। हरि की कथा सुनाने वाले, गोविंद कथा सुनाने वाले, तुमको लाखों प्रणाम, तुमको मेरा प्रणाम, तुम लाखों प्रणाम।